What's going on, everybody? Today is the day where I finally have a play day. You may be wondering why am I doing a play day today? Well, guys, I picked up 3 of my most anticipated Black Series figures, and figures I have been sitting on for a very long time. And since I've been traveling, I cannot pack these all in my suitcase, so that's why I have to unbox them here, because I can't take boxes home. Well, regardless, guys, I am Saj Shabazz, a massive Star Wars The Black Series fan, and we're unboxing 3 of my most anticipated figures: Quinlan Vos, Darth Malgus, and Bossk. So we're going to unbox all 3 of these figures today, and I'm just very excited to see what all these figures are all about. So join me, shall you? Hey guys, so we're going to unbox all 3 of these figures here. And I'm just very excited because, these are the most anticipated figures that I have been wanting in the collection. And I have some Ziploc bags, so easy to pack. I'm in one of my favorite places in the entire world, the movie theater. And we're just unboxing amazing Black Series figures. I'm a massive Star Wars fan. And let's take a look at the figures I got in the packaging quickly. And then we unbox them, and I'm going to play with them and see what these things are about. I'm super duper excited, especially for Darth Malgus. But let's see if these things are cool. So guys, first figure we're taking a look at is going to be Quinlan Vos. Okay guys, so Quinlan Vos, ladies and gentlemen, is the figure over here. This is Quinlan Vos, looking amazing. I absolutely love the packaging of Quinlan Vos. It just says Quinlan on here. Just looks absolutely fabulous. A great Black Series figure. Really excited. It says Star Wars: The Clone Wars, Quinlan Vos, number 22 in the line. It says Quinlan Vos is on missions to kill Count Dooku. An expert tracker, Quinlan Vos will fall in love with an assassin and Asajj Ventress, leading a precious alliance with the dark side. That's the back of the box. So yeah, Quinlan Vos. Well, take him out and see what this thing's about, and we're very excited. Okay, this is I was going to call this a Star Wars trifecta, if you will, in this video. I'm just really excited, so let's see if I can get him opened. Maybe. Don't have scissors here. Got it cracked open. Slide him out. There he is in the bubble, looking absolutely fabulous, guys. Absolutely adore the figure. Smells like a new action figure. It's been a while since I've played with a Black Series figure. So yeah, super easy getting him out of the bubble. There he is. We'll take a look at the detail here in a second. This one was a quick little review of all the figures here. We got the wonderful accessory here, the swishable blade. The accessory here is a swishable blade. It's just taking a look at the swishable blade here. It is a wonderful accessory for Quinlan Vos. Just an excellent addition to the figure. Absolutely adore whatever this is. This is really cool. It's really heavy. It's my first time interchangeable blades with Black Series figure, so that is really, really cool. And it's a nice green translucent color, so nothing very special here, but it's just a very excellent piece to the figure. Be careful with the next part of the accessory. This is what I'm most worried about traveling, is the lightsabers. Because two of the characters I got today contain lightsabers. So, I'll be right back. Guys, his lightsaber does come in half, but it's just a little stick here, which is really cool. And then he has the wonderful hilt, which is kind of hard to see on camera. But his hilt is just a beautiful translucent color with this black piece right here, which is beautiful with a little red button. Just a nice gunmetal gray. And then this thing just ports on, if you will, which I'm going to do just now. So that's what it looks like ported on. And then the other accessory, which you can just port on gently, just like this, the swooshing lightsaber, just looking beautiful. Love the hilt. It makes this thing weigh a little bit more than the other one, so I'm going to demonstrate both and see what I like the best, and then we go from there. But that really weighs it. Oh my gosh, Hasbro, what are you doing? This thing is heavy. Are lightsabers supposed to be heavy? Leave in the comments. But dang, that is awesome. Okay, time for Quinlan Vos. So Quinlan, guys, ladies and gentlemen, has a beautiful head sculpt. I really enjoy the details on this head sculpt. If I can turn the head correctly, but He has some beautiful likeness right here on the head sculpt. I love the yellow paint on his eyes, looking very realistic. He just has a basic Jedi torso here, nothing like too crazy by any means. He does have the beautiful sigil on his arm, which just looked pretty cool. And then he has a leather belt. He has some arms here, looking really cool. Love the pants on the figure, looking really nice. And then he has like muscle arms, so it's nothing like crazy incredible, but he's a really strong Jedi. And the reason why I got Quinlan Vos is just because he's one of my absolute favorite Jedi. I love his story with Ventress especially, and he's just a very nice detailed action figure. So yeah, very nice detailed figure. Guys, Quinlan Vos can literally look up, go over the articulation now, look up, look down. I just love the head sculpt here. Look at that detail that's painted. It's all sculpted here, but I love his dreads. But his head can look up, look down, look side to side. His arms can move up this much, which is really nice. Be careful, really careful with that joint here, because this is sculpted on, so just be very, very careful. Dang, I love this piece. He can look forward, hip removal, back and forth, leg swivel, really beautiful. And he does have a beautiful single jointed leg, which is a little annoying. Come on, Quinlan. But yeah, just a excellent character. Just a character that I really appreciate. And he even has a tattoo, which is really cool. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, very nice articulation for Quinlan Vos. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. You got like the arm painted with yellow and the red. I'm not sure what the sigil means, but he just like feels like he just stepped out of live action and he was just ready to kick ass. And like this thing is just absolutely stunning. So yeah, excuse the lighting if the lighting is pretty bad, but you guys can take a look closely at the figure. This is kind of like my unusual format of unboxing figures. Some of this is actually rushed because I have to go through 3 figures today in my video, and I'm just gonna play with them, so it's not like full on. I'm like gonna sit there, talk about the figure. It's mostly just me unboxing the figure and telling you guys about each said one. But here he is, loaded up. Yeah, like he's okay with the swishable blade, but I prefer like the traditional blade because it really like weighs the figure down. Like it really does. So yeah, swishable blade, it just what makes the figure what the figure is. And then you can just put them together, if you will, if you want to have them dual wield. But I kind of like, you gotta be careful with his arm. But yeah, it's kind of like my pose I have for him right now. Really nice figure. Boss really poses nicely. Just be very careful with that shoulder piece. And these are really nice Hasbro, but they're very heavy. Why are these so heavy on your display? They're really nice. They're included the Hot Toys accessories, but they just weigh this figure down. Wow, I don't know why. Okay, guys, next up is one of my absolute favorite characters. We are going to take a look at the one and only Darth Malgus. Well, see what he looks like. Well, guys, this is what Darth Malgus' packaging looks like. He just looks absolutely stunning, guys. One of my absolute legends of a figure. I'm just very excited to own a piece like this. Own a piece just like this, just because he means a lot to myself. He's just one of those characters that is really menacing. I don't know a whole lot about him. I know a little bit about Quinlan Vos. I just love adding any new figure to the collection, and Quinlan was one of those figures for sure that I have to add just because he just looks phenomenal. But obviously, I love Darth Malgus, and he's just one of those characters I'm like thinking, and I'm like, he's going to be really menacing on the shelf. He wants to look good with the villains, and that's why I got him. A really good villain, really fun for the Sith collection. It's a gaming greats. I heard he's one of the figures of the year from a lot of collectors, and I got him. But this is what the back of the packaging looks like. Feel free to pause the video before I read the description. It says Darth Malgus is a legendary Sith Lord, but emerges from hiding from a mysterious plan that could secure the legacy of the Annals of the Sith. So that's him, looking absolutely stunning. And I freaking love this thing. Number 24 in the line. I have 22 and 24. And this is just a beautiful piece. in that very nice COVID-19 era packaging. So he came out roughly around 2022, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's crack him open and see what he's about. I got him just because I love my Black Series figures. I saw Malgus. He's like only ones at the store was Quinlan Voss. And like Quinlan Voss was in one of those figures that I saw, and I'm like, I need more Jedi. I need a villain. So this is my Old Republic figure here. Literally, this is what he looks like. A guy literally in tomb packaging with the lightsaber. I'm definitely going to use this to wrap up the figure when I get home, because I feel like it's easy to transit in bubble wrap. So I'm going to do that if I start with a piece. But right now, it's unboxing. Here is his lightsaber, guys. Just a very nice red blade. I absolutely love every single detail of this blade. He just looks really menacing. He's going to come out at you, and he's going to destroy and conquer the dark side. And it's just a very nice piece alone to have in your collection. I just absolutely love what they did with the hilt, especially like the bottom of the hilt. Just looks absolutely stunning. And I think Black Series really knocked this figure out of its park. So yeah, very nice figure here. Absolutely stunning. So let's crack this thing open and see what he looks like. It's alive! It's Frankenstein! It's time for Malgus. Ah, dude. It's like Christmas morning. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. Jeez Louise. Ah. 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 I have to work for my figures? Come on. Okay, here he comes. Ah, why am I making a mess? Dang. Yeah, there he is. Holy ow. I'm gonna fix the cape, but dang, Hasbro. That is incredible. Wow. Jeez. Wow. He is gorgeous. Wow. One of the best figures I've ever seen in that line. But wow. There he is. All of his glory. Darth Malgus. Wow. So pretty much, guys, what he can do is you can remove the hood to see the head sculpt, which I'm probably not going to do because I like the hood on the figure. But his hood does come off, just like this. And he's just like a bald character, very menacing. I know this video is very low resin, but he just looks absolutely stunning. Popping off the hood makes this thing just incredible. Malgus is just a very detailed figure through and through. Absolutely love every single detail, especially like all the armor that's put on this figure. He is through the roof. Like, look at all the gauntlets he has. Hasbro really spent a great time just sculpting this piece alone. He just looks absolutely stunning. Really want to kill something. Even the back paneling, it's just really nice with soft goods. You just do not want to like mess with this figure at all. Extremely badass. Going to kick your butt in your collection for sure. Especially with all my Stormtroopers. Like, this thing is going to look menacing compared to everything I own in the collection. And just be very mindful that he has a soft goods cape. It's not bendy wire, but his cape just like literally just throws to the roof. Like, it just looks gorgeous, really gorgeous, and I just cannot believe this piece does that. And wow, I love that. It almost looks red on the camera, but it's just not red. It's just a nice silver thing, and I got a little bit of red here on it. But look at that head sculpt. It's probably one of the best head sculpts Hasbro's ever done to this date. Wow. So guys, so Malgus, guys, has a ab crunch forward, ab crunch back. His arms move out this much. Diaphragm joint. Be careful with the shoulder gauntlets. Again, these guys have shoulder gauntlets. Double jointed elbows. Oh my gosh. Look at those elbow range. Wow. Legs move out this much. That is a figure. That might be one of the best figures in my collection. Look at that. Look at that leg spread. Jeez Louise. Jiminy Christmas. Be very mindful likes me about that much. He has a double jointed knee, and then his hips, the ankle pivot moves for a rocker, and yeah, this thing is just menacing. I don't know anything about this character other than he's just extremely badass, and I just love the sculpting and design of this character. And Malgus alone is one of those Sith Lords that I admire just because how menacing this thing is. And, like, getting the saber in his hand for the first time is pretty easy. Just want to push and pull. Sometimes you want to push and pull. Yeah. To literally push, pull, get the lightsaber in there, and then you can put, like, the other hand on here if you wanted to. But like almost like my Sith Lord's kind of like this, and then you want to have like the cape on this thing. So yeah, very nice figure. Dang, probably one of the best ones so far. Smells amazing. It's also ginormous. My goodness, he's probably one of the biggest characters I own. That's not like Darth Vader or anything, but he just looks absolutely crazy compared to Quinlan Voss. And wow, he just, oh man, he's probably one of the coolest figures I own in the collection. Like, even like him posed up just screams like he's going to come up and destroy something. Like, that's how much this figure means to me. And wow, really cool. I gotta find a cool pose for him. I'm gonna pose these up here in a second, but like for now, he just through the roof. Easily one of the best figures, one of the best sculpted figures I own, and just like one of the coolest things I own in the collection. Wow, this might be one of the best Black Series figures Hasbro's ever put out to this date. Is Darth Malgus. Wow. Okay, guys, last figure is Bossk. Okay, guys, here it is. Bossk, the last figure in this video, and okay, this is the story. So I was at the local store, and they were asking me if I wanted something rare, and I'm like looking for something rare, and they had this figure on the top shelf. It's from the blue line from the Black Series, so it's kind of like harder to find. He wasn't like that crazy to find. He was there in February apparently when they dated the figure, but it is the Bossk from the blue line. It literally says Star Wars: The Black Series Bossk, one of the bounty hunters hired by Darth Vader to search for the Millennium Falcon and its crew. But like this figure alone is a figure that I've been really wanting. Like I wanted the archive figure, never got the archive figure. I'm like waiting for Bossk, and I finally got him. And growing up, Bossk is just that character for me where I fell in love, and I just love collecting. I love with the character Bossk just because how he looks. Just this green alien jumpsuit, almost reminds me of an X-Wing pilot, but he's one of those characters that is going to kick butt. It's really hard to see, but it's a portrait of him on the back. He's going to kick butt, and he's going to destroy the rebellion and stuff like that. But he just something that is really special to me. I just love the design of the character, and he's just one of those people that I admire the most in the whole ensemble scene of every single character in the Black Series line. The Black Series line alone, this is just a holy grail, and I finally got it, so let's crack them open. I'm scared to open up them. Oh my gosh, am I devaluing this figure? Oh, look, I'm so sorry. This is a blue box figure. I know it's rare. I don't care about the package. Goodness, look at that. That's nice. That's nice. Wow. There is Bossk. Holy smokes. One of the best bounty hunter in the galaxy. Let's open him. Wow, he's stiff. Wow. Wow, Hasbro. Oh, my goodness. I've been a mess. You do not want to see what off camera looks like. It's ugly. But here is this bowcaster looking beautiful. love that rifle with that vest here. He just looks absolutely incredible. But wow, I just I cannot stop saying wow with this piece. He has this beautiful chainmail thing on here, making it look badass. His blaster literally is this huge sniper, really well sculpted, really well painted, really nice glossy paint that makes this thing literally screams Bossk. Like, it's nice painted details, all of its glory. It just screams Bossk. Like, you need something that looks like this for this character. Yeah. Nice accessory. One of the best ones from Hasbro. Here's Bossk, looking absolutely stunning. He has that laughing head sculpt, looking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna destroy something. And he is just absolutely beautiful. I love the yellow jumpsuit with that cords going on the pilot vest. Maybe you could join the rebellion for a little bit. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna join the rebellion. I'm gonna join the bounty hunters, kick ass, destroy, and repeat. And he absolutely executes that so perfectly. And everything from the scales on him reminds me of how George Lucas wanted this thing. And it just looks so cool to own an alien that I've been wanting to add to the collection. He's like one of the holy grails in my Star Wars collection. And I'm finally adding him to the collection after like 3 years of wanting this figure. And I got him for a reasonable price. And he just looks beautiful. Even the feet, the talons on him, green sculpted everywhere, large toenails. This thing is a Black Series figure. My goodness, Hasbro. And wow, he just looks really beautiful. He's beautiful. I love him. I really do. And we're gonna look at the articulation, but dang, even the sculpted bit on the back, I didn't know he had this back piece. I know he has this blue collar, but I didn't know he had the sculpted bit on the back for the breathing apparatus. Interesting. Here alone even has the eyes that are painted as well, that are menacing red, and when I saw him in the package, I'm like, yeah, I've been really wanting Bossk, and I got him finally. Finally got Bossk. Finally got Darth Malgus. Finally got Quinlan Voss. Just figures I've just been really wanting in the collection. But Bossk can actually open his jaw and close his jaw, which is one of the coolest features on this figure. But you want to have him open jaw, because if you have him closed jaw, he's kind of like smirking. But open jaw, he's like, I'm going to chat, have a beer, and ready to be your figure, right? He does have single joint elbows because it's on the blue body box, so it's like a very older mold, but I really wish they could remake this figure and make him better with articulation today and give him some interchangeable hands and all that stuff. But he just has a single jointed hand here, which is nice, but I wish it's like a trigger finger, right? His arms can move out this much, very, very stiff, but nice T-pose, nice detail right there. Single jointed elbow, like I said, it's a little annoying. Ab crunch forward, ab crunch back. A little bit of waist swivel. It doesn't really have much waist swivel, which kind of sucks, honestly, for a figure. And I wish he does. But he does have, like, pivot on his legs. Just be very mindful with the harness. He has a single jointed knee, which is a little annoying. And then he has hips that move out for War Rocker. But he just stands nicely. He will look very beautiful on my shelf because he's like brand new in box. But he won't like pose as nicely. He'll look up with Dengar and Vader and everything else in my Rebellion collection. And then like you just toss on the blaster. I think I just put it on over his shoulder, I'm assuming. And then you just like gonna feed it through. I think. I don't know. This is like my first time messing with a Bossk figure. Like, you let me know in the comments if I'm doing this right. Like, I think you just, like, put it on the trigger finger, which is, like, going to be really tricky to do. Yeah. I hate how they make Black Series figures sometimes because, like, the accessories do not work with the figure. Like, you have to be ever so gentle with the blaster because, like, you don't want to bend it. Like, if you bend this much, plastic would break this thing. So you got to be, like, find, like, an algorithm. Like, you just, like, drape it on its back. And then, like, carry it like this, you know? Like, that's Bossk, right? Like, you can just have it over his shoulder, whip it on the back, and that screams Bossk. So that's probably how I'm going to display him. Just, like, ready in action type of thing. And then you can, like, swing over the weapon and, like, destroy things. So, yeah. That is Bossk. Hey guys, so I just unboxed Bosk, and that's awesome. It even has the little toe detail here. Oh, it has pins on the arms, on the legs, which is understandable for a piece like this. And it's just a really fun figure to mess with, and it might be like one of the coolest things I have on my shelf today is Bosk. So nice, really nice. So guys, if I bring in all the figures that I just played with, if I bring all the figures in that I played with today, who is my favorite and who is my least favorite out of the trifecta of this play day? Honestly, these three pieces alone are some of the best figures I own in the collection to this date. And some of the figures that I just really appreciate are these three figures right here. And if I had to pick my winner, end of the day, it obviously has to go with Bosk. You'd be surprised. You would be surprised. You would be surprised on this answer. Just because he looks so movie accurate. Yeah, the blaster just keeps on falling off. He just looks so movie accurate to the point where I can barely tell this is an action figure. And it is an action figure. But you can barely tell that by looking at him. And he's just like a character that I have a lot of connection with. And I just really appreciate how he looks and how he just absolutely displays great on the collection. So, one of my favorite bounty owners, looking incredible. But if I had to pick a second favorite, Malgus, because of the sheer size of this piece, but hear how menacing this thing is. Malgus is easily one of the coolest things I own. And then Quinlan Vos, like a runner-up, really cool. My least favorite, probably Quinlan Vos in this video. I love all three. I can't choose my favorites because, A, they mean a lot to me. They mean a lot. These figures alone mean a lot to myself. And it means a lot to myself as a collector because I love good sculpting, I love good articulation, and I love great paint apps. And they're just excellent. Quinlan Vos is kind of bland, but Darth Malgus has a lot of detail. And that's why Malgus is number 2. Quinlan Vos is just a basic Jedi. Nothing crazy besides sculpted hair, a tunic, and some pants, and a lightsaber. And the only thing I could care less about is this piece. This alone is something that I really wanted in the collection, but it's just one of those pieces where it's just very heavy. For no reason. It should not be heavy at all. It is extremely heavy for a Black Series figure, and it can barely hold the figure in a pose with this without weighing down the arm. And it sucks. It really sucks. I hate it. But it's fine, it's really fine. Well, regardless, guys, it has been a heck of a play day. I adore all these figures for numerous reasons. They're just super cool, really fun figures. I'm just really glad I have all three of these in the collection now, and I can actually play with these on my shelf, and they just make me super happy. So without further ado, I'm Sasha Boss, and hopefully you guys really enjoyed my play day. I had so much fun unboxing all of these, talking to you guys about how much Star Wars means to me and how much these action figures really translate to my life. And I'm just really glad I own some new figures finally. It's been a while. It really has been quite a minute since I opened a figure, and it's just a blessing in disguise to have the figures to play with now. So thanks for watching. As always, I am Sasha Boss, and I'll see you guys later for more videos like this in the future. Leave it in the comments who has the best Black Series figure in this video. Is it Malgus, Bosk, or Quinlan Vos? So leave in the comments. I love Star Wars. So thank you, and I'll see you guys later for more videos like this in the future.